What's going on? It's your boy Tony Fair from Teflon Media. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and comment. In today's video, I will be discussing a situation that has happened in Atlanta, Georgia. If you guys follow me and you know me, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. Over the past weekend, we had an incident that happened with a well-known artist out of Chicago, King Von. You guys already know the outcome if you click this video. That's not what I'm here to discuss. I'm not here to discuss what happened. We all know what happened. I'm here to discuss a specific interview from DJ Academics and King Von's manager. In this interview, King Von's manager laid it all out there. We know that he was involved in this incident. He was actually shot. I think from what he's explaining in this video, this interview, is for the most part, you know, he's trying to clear the air because, you know, there's a lot of misinformation going on regarding how things were handled. And he wanted to set the record straight. So in this interview, he was very, very open about what happened. But there were 3 points that I pulled from this interview. And these 3 points lead me to believe there were some things going on that either he knew or he was completely unaware. He was just literally kind of seeing things happening, and he was reacting and he was thinking, but he didn't know what was going on. So I'm gonna give you guys these 3 points that I got from this video interview with DJ Academics and King Von's manager. You guys can search YouTube, you can find that interview. But basically, we're gonna start with point number one. Point number one was King Von's manager specifically stated in this interview that he felt that King Von was not in his right mind that night. He felt that King Von was not acting himself. He said normally King Von, who we all know, if you follow his music, if you follow his story at all, you know that he was a street guy. He knew how to, you know, conduct himself, and according to his manager, that particular night he was off. Just to give you a little backstory of what was going on that night at the nightclub, which is Opium nightclub in Atlanta, or it's a lounge for those that, you know, come to Atlanta. You know, Opium is a dope spot. But anyway, at this particular venue, King Von was celebrating his album release. Also, he was signing members from his entourage to deals, and he advanced them $5,000. I think the deals were worth like 50 grand, and he advanced 5,000 to quite a few of them. So they was on a real high. They was on an emotional high. And then they was also planning to buy vehicles and residency for like a lot of these guys. So if you think about that, and you listen to the point that his manager said that, hey, King Von mind wasn't right, he wasn't in his right mind, you will question that a little bit, because it's like, why wouldn't he be in his right mind? I mean, he should be happy, excited that he's, you know, helping guys that he grew up with, and he's now in a position where he can actually pull them up and let them enjoy, you know what I'm saying, his success, and they can take this money and these opportunities and help their family and do things for their family and upgrade their life. So it's kind of like odd that he sensed that King Von wasn't in his right mind. He's around him enough to understand, you know, or know when King Von, you know, is not right. So I'm sure he's pretty accurate on what he was feeling. So that's point number one. Point number two is the plan was to leave Opium and go to a hookah line. Well, excuse me, to leave Opium and go to the Airbnb. According to King Von's manager, typically if they don't have anything booked after, you know, their main booking, they don't have any after parties or things like that, they go back to the Airbnb, they go back to their hotel. They don't, you know, it ain't no freelancing, you know what I mean? They just go from point A to point B. This particular night, King Von decided that he was gonna go to this hookah lounge. They left that Opium and went to this hookah lounge. his entourage was headed towards Airbnb. I think, from what I understand, they got a call, and King Von let them knew that he was headed to this hookah lounge, so they doubled back to meet him there. So that's point number 2. Point number 2, King Von deviated from the plan, the initial plan. Security, he has security, then he also had his team, his entourage that doubles as security as well. They all are on this protocol where at point A to point B. King Von goes totally different direction. Keep in mind, he is in an armored vehicle. So the team deviate, they double back. They meet him up at the hookah lounge. We enter point 3. Point 3, according to King Von's manager, King Von sat in the car for like 30 minutes. I think he said 30 minutes or an extended period of time to where it was noticeable that he didn't get out the vehicle. So to me, if you having a great time, everybody celebrating, you don't want to end the night. Once your team, your crew get there, y'all going straight in. It ain't no delays. But according to management, he just sat in the car for 30 minutes. You know, that is, you can think about that in a lot of different ways. He did also mention there was a girl with him, so you know he may be chilling, you know, with her. You know what I'm saying? Before he go in, maybe he finna get her Uber and send her by her way. He's maybe in a little situation where he's talking to her about, you know, she kind of upset because she want to go in. Who knows? That ain't what I believe, but I'm just, you know, throwing some scenarios out there. But and even what I believe, this ain't even what I'm saying right now is not me thinking this is factual. This is just me speculating, trying to figure out what was going on and what was in his mind that would lead to this particular situation. So point 3, he sat in the car for 30 minutes. He deviated, went to this spot and waited. They got there, they sat around and waited for 30 minutes. Cool. At some point, a member of the entourage saw a vehicle pull up and saw Quando Rondo in that vehicle asleep. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what type of security entourage or whatever that can like see all of this in the vehicle, pull up, Quando Rondo sleep. That person goes and alerts King Von. King Von immediately, according to his manager, jumps out the truck or vehicle and proceeds to try to track down and find Quando Rondo. He doesn't even know where he's at. According to his manager, they bumped into each other, and that's when the scuffle and, you know, what you guys already know happened. So when I listen to these 3 points, this is what I kind of, you know, this is what my thought process says. Maybe King Von wasn't him in his right mind because he had something on his mind. To me, it's like, you know, we in a time now where there's no secrets. I mean, social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. If you want to know where somebody's at, that's all you gotta do is open up any one of these apps and you probably can find out. So I feel that it's a possibility that maybe when he was at Opium, he got tipped off that Quando Rondo was gonna be at this particular hookah lounge. And the only way that he can get there to settle whatever issues, because these had to be some serious issues, he had to just make that move without really letting his manager know, because his manager is there to keep him in the right mindset. But he also knew that he couldn't go there without letting somebody know, because you don't want to go nobody, you know, even if you with a couple of security guards. I mean, you want your people with you. So like I said, this speculate. I don't know. I don't know if this happened, but I'm just going by these 3 points because to me they're very important. So he goes and he deviates and he goes to the hookah lounge because he knows that Quando Rondo is gonna be there. Okay, so now he gets to the hookah lounge and boom, he's waiting in the car because you know why? Quando Rondo ain't there yet. So he waiting. He ain't going in there. He went on Quando Rondo. He want to approach him and talk to him. I don't know if this is true, but why would you be waiting in the car for 30 minutes or longer? Quando Rondo pulls up in the car sleep, unknowing what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this person is that alerted King Von that Quando Rondo pulled up, goes over, alerts King Von. King Von immediately jumps out the car. This is what his manager said. He immediately jumps out. So if you're not like expecting, like if there's something that's like, if you're planning something, you ready for action. He did say that King Von is always on point. But what he didn't know is he didn't know the point. You know what I'm saying? Maybe management didn't know the point. He didn't know that the play was, I'm finna confront this guy. So maybe King Von was on point and he just didn't know, because I've seen plenty of King Von interviews, and he is the master of playing down things, because I mean I can tell he's smart. But anyway, long story short, King Von immediately jumps out the car and bumps into Quando Rondo, and the fight happens. So this is just, you know what I'm saying, like this is me trying to figure out, you know, why this actually happened. I don't know. I don't know why this happened. You know what I mean? I feel like it's definitely, it was uncalled for. His manager even said that, you know, when Quando Rondo realized he was shot, he did hear Quando Rondo say that Von shot, I think he said. So that also made me believe that Quando Rondo in that situation, he was ready for the fight, but he wasn't trying to get the man. He didn't want to have nothing to do with the man getting killed. Like nobody, at the end of the day, like when you dealing with street stuff, I mean, if you can handle it, if it ain't serious enough to be like, well, guns got to be involved, and I'm assuming for the most part, you know, you can handle it with your fist. And if he said that, then he probably was feeling that same way. But this was all unnecessary and could have been avoided. I mean, King Von was definitely headed to the top. I mean, he had like dope music. His music, like what I'm gonna say, it just had like this very, very authentic feel to it. You knew his story, so you knew like the things that he was saying. I mean, you kind of just you into it, you know what I mean, because you know his story. Like if you really listen to his music, and if you know King Von, you probably went and did some research. So it's like, you know, I feel like a lot of these incidents that happen with artists, it's always the same story. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Carlito's Way, and it's the same story. It's like in Carlito's Way, if y'all know, Carlito got out of prison. He was trying to turn his life around, but the streets kept calling him back. You know what I'm saying? He kept having to deal with stuff from his past, and even new things, because you have younger people coming up trying to like get your spot. So you are constantly trying to, you know, maneuver through your let's say this, you're chasing your dreams and running from your nightmares. And I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, them nightmares they gonna catch up to you. You know what I mean? So all the things that you do in your past, especially in these streets, they catch up. They really do catch up to you. And I feel that this is like a Carlito's Way type story. You know, the man was really moving in the right direction, and then bam, it just catches up to you in a unknowing type of way. Like with Carlito, a person that he pretty much checked in the beginning of the story is the person that took him out at the end, right when he was about to escape that life. So I just say this, man, if you are an up and coming artist, please, like, be cautious of what you doing out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Because like all your decisions and all the things that these things that you do, they gon' come and collect at some point. You can't run from it. You know what I'm saying? So just try your best, you know what I mean, to try to fix and try to move the right way so you won't end up in a situation like this. And man, and keep your business to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here all on Instagram showing what you got, showing where you living at, showing, you know, who cares? You know what I'm saying? The only people that should know where you at is your true loved ones. You know what I mean? Y'all artists, be safe. You know what I'm saying? Just try not to put yourself in a position to where you Carlito. That's all I can say. So this your boy Tony Fair from Teflon Media. Once again, I want you guys to please subscribe to my channel. Let's get my channel popping. I will be dropping more content dealing with hip hop, urban, entertainment, news, along with, you know, personal things that I love. If you guys know me, I love motivation. I love like being positive. And also, you know, obviously music videos. I love to teach, and you know what I'm saying, if you're interested in learning how to film, I can definitely, you know, give you some advice, and this channel will be definitely an asset to you. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Tony Fair, and I'm out.